YouTube? This is Kuzil, and welcome to episode 13. Man, I'm excited. I've got access to recording stuff that I didn't know I had, and video editing stuff that I didn't know I had. I hope you enjoyed that intro. I'm going to be working with intros for a little bit, but in today's episode, we get to work with shaders, and I am so excited to show you what these things look like. Maybe you've already gotten a little bit of a glimpse of it, but let's head outside and show you the real beauty of shaders. Look at Minecraft in all its beauty. Shadows, yeah. Grass actually moves in the wind. The trees actually move. If you look up there, the trees are actually moving, like the leaves are blowing in the wind. Yeah. That is cool. Along with our better foliage with the leaves falling there. Oh man, looks so good. Looks so good. So yeah, the sun is quite bright, and that's on purpose. So to turn shaders on, you have to install a bunch of stuff, and you have to have kind of a powerful computer. But if you have it all done, you just come into video settings here, and you should have a shaders. If you don't have this and you don't have it set up right, there's tons of videos on how to set it up. Go ahead and do that. I am using the Chocopic 13 video. I mean, not video, shader. And that's a really good one. I really like it. It's not too bright. It's not too dark. But yeah, it's got some really cool features to it. Namely, you know, those dancing trees and grass and everything. I love how that looks. It looks so good. Another thing that I really like about it is the water. So let's head over here. I'm going to go around this way because on my way back I'm going to show you what I was working on over there. I kind of almost finished our enchanting slash not brewing, but you know, yeah, I guess it is brewing area. My alchemy base or alchemy building. Yeah, you'll see a shadow of me there. So if I come out here, you can actually see a shadow of me in true form. Awesome, huh? Okay, look at this water. Have you ever seen Minecraft water look so good? No. It looks so good. Yeah, it looks so good. I really like shaders. I think shaders are pretty awesome. And so yeah. Now let's go back here and take a look at this building here. I just want to give you. Oh yeah, check this out. When I have, look at the sun rays coming through the foliage of the trees there. Isn't that just so pretty? Yeah, so pretty. Okay, so this is my this is kind of what I came up with, and I hope that it works. Because I'm kind of tired of messing with it. So let me know what you think about it. This is supposed to be like some sort of outdoor water canister, and this is supposed to be like, it's just a block of iron, but it's supposed to be like a tube that goes inside where I get my water from. And so as we go inside here, I kind of make like a little overhang. I'm not sure I'm sold on it. I probably will tweak it a little bit, and definitely not done in here. But I've started putting up the bookshelves for our enchanting, and then I'm gonna have like brewing stand area over here, maybe another little shelves and stuff everywhere. This is gonna be a fireplace. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea anyway. It's not fully implemented, but I really like this, and I kind of like how the fireplace turned out. Looks decent, and I like where it's at. So yeah, another thing I want to show you about these shaders is when we go downstairs here. Now when you go to the nether or the end where it's really dark, things start getting weird. So you see how it's dark already like this? It's not too bad, but I mean the light, the saturation of the light is very different, and there is a feature of these shaders that I want to show you. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little dark here, and as soon as I put this torch in my hand, I have light wherever I go. So because it's 110, I can put a torch in my offhand, right? And if I right click here and here and here, whatever, make sure we don't have any more. So then if I decide to go mining in here, right, it's always going to be light where I'm at because I'm holding a torch. That's one of the benefits of having a shaders. You know, naturally, if I were to push F4 to get my light level overlaid, you know, it would be too dark for mobs to spawn. But since I have a torch in my hand, I can just, you know, there you go. Kind of cool, huh? I think that's very, very cool. So let's head back up top and get on with today's episode. I have set up our ore tripling and have used our digital miner to kind of focus on gold. So I went in and typed lowercase or capital case G for gold in our filter, and got a bunch of gold. And I had to take it down, take the digital miner down, but because I don't know why it was just consuming power all the time and it was driving me crazy. So but anyway, today what I'd like to do is, these things are running, you know, 120 RF per tick. This thing is juicing down 20 of that. We're gonna try and diminish that by quite a bit. So if you come into Mekanism here, there's these upgrades called energy upgrades, and they're just a piece of gold dust, one piece of gold dust, 2 glass, and 2 enriched alloys. So there's a maximum stack of 8 that you can have, and that'll probably be plenty. Let's grab a stack of that. And then let's go grab some glass. I think I've got some glass brewing up in the in here. So let's run in here real quick. Let me know what you think about the shaders. Leave a comment under the video if you don't mind, and let me know what you think of the shaders. If they're awful, I won't ever use them again. If you like them, I'll keep using them because I think I've got the capacity to use them. Yeah, so we'll come in here and make a bunch of these. Now they only stack up to 8 in a stack, and that's because 8 is the maximum number that can go in a machine. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna put as many in a machine as possible, right? So as all the machines, we're gonna go across and just spam these with energy upgrades, especially our digital miner. We want this thing to stop being such a energy hog. So let's start with that, yeah? So we'll set this back down over here. I think it was right about there. And then your your upgrades go in this corner up here. So see how this is still using, it says it's using 82 RF per tick. I don't like that. So let's stick these in here and let's watch this number go down at 60, 46. Yeah. All of those in there, it's gonna get quite low, so that it's just kind of minuscule, and I can just keep this thing plugged in all the time. There we go. We're all the way down to the bottom. So 8.2 RF per tick. That is tiny. Tiny. Another thing I want to do is come in here and do that for this thing. And so you'll see this, it was at 20 RF per tick, right? And now it's going to go down to 2. So basically, for every 8 of these, you're going to reduce the usage of this thing by a factor of 10. So if I go across here and I do that to all of these machines, it's going to become very, very, especially the expensive ones, like this one. It's 80. So let's drop that down to 8. I think these are 20 each. I think these are all 20. Yeah, I don't see any reason why we can't just start on one side and go through. So yeah, I'm going to make a bunch of these kind of off camera. But then in the meantime, let's grab some, let's work on some other upgrades. So I want to get, let's see, let's grab 12, well 13 is fine. And let's grab another stack of iron. And then we'll stick our iron in here. and just let that get turned into our whatever these are called, enriched alloys. And we'll stick this in here, turn that back into dust. Well, let's go use the sag mill. That'll be fine. That should be good. That should be good. So these are speed upgrades is what I'm doing here. Instead of using gold dust, I'm going to use osmium dust, and that's going to make these machines work faster at the cost of more energy. So if you stick all 8 energy upgrades in there, bring it down by a factor of 10, and then stick the speed upgrades in there, 4 of these speed upgrades increase the energy cost by another factor of 10. So let's say you start at 20 RF per tick and you use your 8 energy upgrades and get that down to 2 RF per tick. Well, if you stick 4 speed upgrades in there, that'll be back up to 20 again. So I probably won't put more than 4 in unless I can really afford it. And right now I'm having to manually feed my machines with the stuff, you know, the plant life and whatnot. So we got plenty here. So while those are cooking, oh, I kind of want to show you what nighttime looks like, right? So I can pretty much survive, I think. If not, I'll die and you guys will laugh and it will be entertaining. What am I looking for here? These, we'll just grab all those. But I think if we had, it's kind of a square as it's coming up. I think if we had the resource pack in here, like we will tomorrow, for tomorrow's episode, we'll have both the shaders and the resource pack. So we'll get to see what it looks like together. I think it'll look really, really good. Yeah. So let's take these. Make yourself some speed upgrades. There we go. Oh. Alright. Let's grab, oh, not in there. We'll grab these. We'll just make the rest of these. And then I'm going to show you kind of how to maximize your speed upgrades. Especially, I like to use these in the ore tripling. Because, I'll show you why. I'll show you why as soon as I get over here. Yeah, I promised to do this a while ago, and I never got around to it. There's another one I want to make. This here, it's steel dust. So I'll toss some steel in there, in the crusher here. Okay. Let's make these real quick. We'll just make them all. And then let's grab another thing of gold. Sure. That's not where I wanted to put it. There we go. Now look, if I come in here and I put a piece of, if I put 2 pieces of gold in there, that's going to turn into three little pieces, right? 3 whatevers, 3 gold clumps. And it's not going, this crusher is not going to process all 3 of these gold clumps before the next set of 3 are going to come in. See? So what we need to do is we need to put some upgrades back in here. And I should have put energy upgrades in there before I did that. Nope. I'm going to need one more. Give me one more. Do it. Thank you. Taxing my system and I don't want to. Alright. Let's put this in here. So now that should bring this back down to 20. It got up to like 100 and something. That is crazy. I'm not about to use 100 and whatever. Oh, hey. Ugh, scared me. He's out there dying in the sun. Alright, so this is back down to 20. And I'm just going to pull all this out of here. And what is this at? Is this at 20? Let's make some more of these. I'm going to wait for this to be finished. I'm going to wait for some of this to process, and then I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I got the upgrades in all of these. Just if you want to know what you've got in here, right, so click on your upgrades, and then come over here to energy, and then click on it. So it looks like it's depressed here. And then we'll tell you have 8 of 8 energy upgrades in there, which your effect is tenfold, right, which is what I told you it would be. Same thing in here. We've got 8 in here. And then this one has both, oops, I'm blanking all over the place here, 8 of 8 energy upgrades and 4 of 8 speed upgrades. So now, if I were to stick 2 pieces of gold in here now, we should see that this crusher should be able to handle all 3 of those pieces before the next 3 show up. Boom. Yep, just perfect. However, now this one's getting backed up. So in order to fix that, you need to put 4 in this one and 4 in this one. Okay, so that's just going to negate what we just did as far as process, like energy saving. But what's going to happen is I'll stick a couple pieces of gold in here or whatever, and it'll process right away. So 3 will come in here. This crusher will process those 3 before the next 3 come in. This enrichment chamber will process each of those pieces before the next piece comes in. See? And this will be able to process these dusts into ingots before the next piece of dust comes in, or as it's coming in. So the timing's perfect, like that. So, alright, now that we've got upgrades kind of figured out, the next thing you want to do probably is get a muffling upgrade. These can stack up to 4, so if you hold shift here, reduces the noise generated by these machines. And these machines are rather loud. You can't put any upgrades in these generators, so they're just going to be loud, but this thing, that ka-chunk, ka-chunk, that goes over it all the time, you can put up to 4. If you have 4 of those sound muffling upgrades in here, it will completely silence it. I like to put 3 in just because I like to hear them a little bit, but yeah. So I'm going to stick these in here and these in here. There we go. Now, for the rest of the episode. So I grabbed a berry bush from the nether called a skyberry bush, and it gives these little skyberries. Gives you just a little bit of slowness for a second, and then it gives you like a jump boost for a while. Wonder if it stacks. Nope. So, whoa! I can jump all over everything. It's awesome. Guys, look. Look what I got. See that? 13 ender pearls. Oh yeah! That means, you know where we're going next episode? We're going to the end. Gonna fight ourselves a dragon. Not today. Not today. So we got myself my bow. My awesome bow. Got a really awesome sword. I might go ahead and repair these before too long. But I want to make this dark plate. I want to make a whole set. A whole set of it. So I've got dark boots. And I've got the dark helm. Which I should empower, right? So I should put on... So these are empowered. Which means that... let's see. Right underneath the blue text there on the top where it says durability. Right underneath that it says 55 of 100,000 RF. If I bring these boots over here to the lousy, same thing, and I keep doing that, and put them in here, you'll see there's another little bar that's filling up right here. So that is like my durability, and I don't know if that actually gives me protection or not. I might have to read up on that. Anyway, so that gives me, so these work, basically the the jump boost doesn't work unless I have the RF in there. So I'm going to make a whole set of this armor, and we're going to do a couple other things, and then in the next episode we'll head over to the end. I'll grab my ender pearls. I should farm up some more blaze rods too, because I don't have enough blaze. I might, if I stick these in the sag mill. Yeah, I'll have enough. And then we'll go to the end and fight the dragon. And I'll probably die a bunch. So that'll be an entertaining episode. So yeah, I'll be right back once I get this armor crafted. And we get to going. I was coming over here for something, and I just remembered what it was. But yeah, I'll be right back as soon as we have the armor made. This stuff takes a literal year to cook. Oh, it's so slow. Alright, it's done. Are you done? For real? Done? Yep, okay. Good. Let's run in here real quick. I want to make a bunch of things before the episode is over. Chest. And that. So let's put that on real quick. Oh, don't I look cool? Don't I look cool with my little backpack? Little black armor. Yeah, it looks awesome. I like it. Alright. So the next thing I want to make is something called an experience obelisk. And this thing's pretty cool. So you've seen me make the machine chassis before. So that's just... oh. Come back over here. That's just this thing here. No, it's actually 3 of those. And 4 of those. The recipe's changed just a little bit since the last time I played with Ender IO. I mean, the time before playing with this, of course. And then there is these things called Solarium. Solarium. We haven't made that yet. And then there's Experience Rod, which takes 2 of the Solarium and 1 of these energetic alloys. So let's make, I have 2 of these here, so let's go ahead and put these in here. So that's how you make your Solarium, is gold and soul sand. And then let's put this in all smelting, and let's make 1 of those. See which one gets done first. I think the Solarium should go pretty quick. Yeah, we only need 4 of those, or 5 of those. 5 of those? 5 of them. Yep. So, boom. Alright. So once these are done cooking, I am going to put this together. And, yeah. These are pretty awesome. These store your experience. If I hold shift here, stores experience and can output liquid experience to adjacent tanks. So if I go in here and I dump all of my experience into this machine, this little obelisk here, I can get it back later. Now, one thing I don't know if you know about experience. Let's say that we're at level 42 here instead of 22. If I were to go to something and it would say cost me 3 experience levels, well, the game would take 3 numbers, right? Not 3 levels worth of experience, 3 whole numbers. So I'd be down to 39, level 39. What Ender IO does is it looks at the actual scale of experience and says, okay, you need 100 to get to 1, you need 200 to get to 2, whatever it is. It's not those numbers, but let's say that there is. Well, then instead of taking, you know, 1,000,000 experience that you need to get from 40 to 42, it's just going to take 300, because that's all that you need to get 3 levels, or whatever it is, you know. So, it's really cool. You're almost done cooking. So it helps you save your experience a little bit. You're not spending it as much, especially when you're doing enchanting and stuff like that. Or even using this mod for experience. So, alright, let's stick our energetic alloy there, there, and there. Now this rod, this rod can be used all by itself. So you can transfer levels to and from, like, tanks and stuff. It's kind of cool. That goes in the bottom. This goes here and here. Alright, this is cool. Let's go take a nap, and then let's head over to our brewery. Alright, here we are at our brewery. Come on downstairs, and let's set up like a little shelving system here, like that. Yeah, and we'll put our brew stand on here. There we go, and we'll stick our anvil. I don't know where we want to put our anvil. Probably right there-ish. And then let's put our new experience obelisk right here. Doesn't that look pretty cool? Just like a little floating... Yeah, so what we do is just come in here, and this row is for storing experience, this row is for taking experience. So let me show you what I mean by one level, right? So I'm level 22 here. If I were to do this, you know, let's say vanilla Minecraft had a basic way of transferring experience, right? It kind of does in the form of experience, in the form of enchants, but let's say that I want to put one level into this thing through vanilla Minecraft. Well, I would go down to level 21, which I did. Let's do it again. Oh, it's stored 8. It's 8 levels. Oh, I see what it's doing. Yeah. Okay. So I'm storing 10 levels of my player experience. So if I put 1, it's going to drop me down to 21, but it's going to put the equivalent of whatever that experience was between this level at 22 plus this much down to 21. So if I go down to 20, that's worth 10 levels. You see that? So the level 22 plus a little bit I had was worth 8 levels. And then as I keep putting in 1 level equivalency of my experience here, I get more here. So in essence, it's 22. So now if I come here and I would just want 1, see how little that ticked, the little difference right there? They'll put that back in. It's just a tiny little bit. So I can get, you know, 10 levels, and I've only gone down 2 here in the stored thing. So that works. It's very cool. So this is a nice thing to have next to like a mob experience or a mob farm or something, because you can just dump all of your experience in here. So it'd be cool to just come in here and just store all, and then take out what you need. Yep. So that's that. Now let's take a look at our armor here. I want to make some of this other things. I don't have elytra wings or the glider wings, but I definitely want to put empowered, at least empowered 1 on all of these, which means I'm going to need 4 level or 12 levels in total. So let's go out here and do that. This says that we need a vibrant crystal. What is a vibrant crystal? A vibrant crystal is an emerald, and then this vibrant alloy ingot. Ooh, we haven't made that yet, have we? Yeah. So that's the energetic alloy and an ender pearl. Let's not do that yet. So I want to go to the end so that I can get more ender pearls, and I have barely just enough ender pearls as it is. So yeah, and one of the reasons why I haven't done the elevator yet is because I need ender pearls to do it. So if we come in here and I type elevator and I look at the recipe, it's just 1 ender pearl, but I need 2 of them, and yeah, I might as well just get to the end before I do this. And there's a ton of stuff. Once we get to the end, it unlocks like a plethora of stuff we can do, and it's going to be really, really cool. Plus it'll be really fun to do. So let me see where we're at video time wise, and I'll come back if I need to. Actually, I will come back. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, we are done for the day. 30 minutes, right on the nose, pretty much. Alright guys, I just wanted to say thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of the alchemy building here, and kind of what you think of the shaders. So yeah, we'll see you in the next episode where we'll go to the end and we'll have a good time. Alright guys, take care. Bye.